the bustling city of Brooklyn, New York, there lived a young girl named Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Born in 1933 to a modest family, Ruth had a burning curiosity for knowledge and an unyielding determination that set her apart from her peers. From a young age, Ruth faced the challenges of a society that was not always kind to ambitious women. Undeterred, she worked tirelessly to excel in her studies, and her passion for justice and equality began to take root. As she grew older, Ruth's dream of becoming a lawyer took shape, despite facing numerous barriers due to her gender. In the 1950s, she entered Harvard Law School as one of the few women in her class. There, she encountered discrimination and gender bias, but she stood firm, relying on her intelligence and diligence to prove her worth. Despite the odds stacked against her, Ruth not only thrived academically, but she also cared for her ailing husband, Marty Ginsburg, during their years at law school. As Ruth pursued her legal career, she faced difficulty finding a job due to the deeply entrenched sexism within the legal profession. Nevertheless, she pressed on and found a place as a law clerk, navigating her way through the male-dominated legal world. This path toward becoming a changemaker was solidified when she co-founded the Women's Rights Project at the ACLU in the early 1970s. With a brilliant legal mind and a fervent commitment to gender equality, she fought tirelessly for women's rights through strategic litigation. Ruth's work laid the groundwork for dismantling discriminatory laws and paving the way for greater gender equality in the United States. Her exceptional advocacy caught the attention of President Carter, who appointed her to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia Circuit in 1980. As an appeals court judge, Ruth continued to champion civil liberties and fight for justice, all while earning a reputation for her sharp intellect and strong moral compass. In 1993, the pinnacle of her career arrived when President Bill Clinton nominated Ruth Bader Ginsburg to serve as an Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court. This appointment marked a historic moment as she became only the second woman to sit on the highest court in the land. As a Supreme Court Justice, Ruth made an indelible mark on American law and society. Throughout her tenure, she consistently upheld the principles of fairness, justice, and equality. Her dissents, eloquently and powerful, became beacons of hope for those fighting against oppressive decisions. The notorious RBG, as she became affectionately known, became a symbol of strength and resilience for people across the nation. Her landmark decisions in cases like United States versus Virginia changed the course of history, ensuring that equality was enshrined in the fabric of American society. The legacy of RBG as a changemaker continued to inspire generations of young women and men, attorneys and activists alike. Her unwavering dedication to breaking down barriers and her unwavering belief in the power of the law to effect positive change shall forever be etched in the annals of history. And so, the story of Ruth Bader Ginsburg, the changemaker, lives on, a testament to the indomitable spirit of one woman who dared to challenge the status quo and leave a lasting impact on the world.
I do think that I was born under a very bright star, because you think of my life. I got out of law school. I have top grades. No law firm in the city of New York will hire me. I end up teaching. As I said before, that gave me time to devote to the movement for evening out the rights of women and men. I was not nominated to a vacancy on the Second Circuit. Instead, I was nominated to a vacancy on the D.C. Circuit. Much better place for me to be, because the D.C. Circuit decides a lot of very important questions involving what's going on in our government. So I'll tell you what Justice O'Connor once said to me. She said, suppose we had come of age at a time when women lawyers were welcome at the bar. You know what? Today we would be retired partners from some large law firm. But because that route was not open to us, we had to find another way, and we both end up on the United States Supreme Court.
I ask no favor for my sex. All I ask of our brethren is that they take their feet off our necks.